Hi, it's Alexis. In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 techniques, professional techniques to get back with your ex. You can hear a lot of advice and tips from people around you, your friends, your parents, your nan, whoever. Then you collect a lot of tips that are sometimes contradict each other and you don't know what to do. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the best stuff. So things, proven techniques, proven tips that we use with our client and that work constantly, each case after each case. Use those 9 techniques. It's just the best of what we do. 9 techniques to get you to be back with your ex. Let's start. The first reason, or first thing you have to do is to allow space in the relationship. We talk about radio silence a lot, but it's crucial, it's very important for you to acknowledge that your ex might need a bit of space and that your relationship, that your breakup need a bit of time. Need a bit of time to heal, need a bit of time to let the pressure down, the anger. Let also the time to get your ex to miss you a little bit. And time for you to reflect and know what to do. And listen to my video and listen to my tips, basically, right? Second technique is to understand that getting back with your ex is not a match, it's not a game, it's not a competition of who's right, who's wrong. You shouldn't be in a posture where you're trying to confront your ex, trying to see, okay, I was right at this thing and you were wrong, and you said this and it is actually wrong. All this mechanism doesn't work. You should avoid that at all costs. And also think that, again, it's not a game. It's not about how quickly you're gonna get back together. Take the time. It's not a game. It's not a match. It's not a competition. Third technique is to really avoid insults. Really avoid saying things that you regret, basically. The technique, or what you have to remember, if you're about to say something, if you're about to do something that you think you might regret in 6 months' time, don't do it, okay? Don't do it, because what's gonna happen is if you get back together, or when you get back together, your ex will always have that in the back of his or her mind. So try to avoid at all cost, avoid at all cost any insult or anything you would regret in the future. Fourth is, it's an opportunity for you to change your life. Change your life, meaning use that time to work on yourself, do some sport, see people, but really invest that time to change yourself, because the breakup is the result of something that was wrong. And what you can only do is focus on the 50% of the couple, which is yourself. So the couple is yourself and your ex. There's only one thing you can work on, is yourself. So use that time to invest in yourself and change yourself. It's all about change. 5 is, don't try to think that it's going to be a quick fix. Try to think like, okay, I'm just going to look at that argument that we had and just analyze it and get back together and have this quick fix. Because what's going to happen is that, and we see that a lot, is that people sometimes think that they got back together and they start where they left their conversation or the argument. And then what's going to happen is that actually nothing is really fixed. It's very short term. So they get back together and then there's another breakup a month after. But they get back together and then in 2 months, there's another breakup. And it keeps on ongoing and ongoing. So what we advise and what we do with our clients is really to start from a clean sheet, start from scratch again. Don't fall into the trap of the quick fixes, the shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. It's a long, sometimes difficult, but it's a long process. And you have to really follow those steps, follow those different milestones, because otherwise what you're going to do is you're going to have something that you just glued with, when you fix something in the wall, rather than having a properly drill the nails or anything. You just like put a little of glue. What's going to happen is after some time, with time, things will fall down again. 6 is don't overthink. When I say don't overthink when you try to contact your ex. And I know I have a lot of clients. They send me 20 templates of SMS that they want to send to the ex. I remember when you were together, things were easy. So try to keep that mindset of, don't overthink, don't, masturbate your mind basically of what you're going to say, what you're going to do. You know, it should be natural, be yourself. Okay, so don't overthink. It's not going to help you in any way to get back with your ex. Seventh, which is a little similar, is to relax. You know, if you go on a date with your ex, if you talk with your ex on the phone, try to be relaxed, try to come across as relaxed. If you go on a date, don't overdress. Don't go to like super fancy place. Just go to your regular restaurant where you are comfortable, where you are yourself. And that's my, what great advice is, just to be yourself, be relaxed, because otherwise your ex will feel that there's something wrong. You'll feel that you're a bit too needy, and it's definitely not what you want to show to your ex. The eighth one, I forgot to count anyway, sorry, is always to finish your conversation or your interaction on a high note. Think of any TV shows on Netflix, you always end on the high note. At the end of the episode, you're like, want to see more. That's what you have to do. Next time you speak with your ex, you just say, sorry, I need to run. Always respect the momentum of a conversation, respect the momentum of when we're meeting someone. I do advise when you have a date, or if you're actually trying to hook up with someone or your ex, limit the date to an hour maximum. You just say like, oh yeah, great to have a beer or a coffee, but I need to run after that. Because then you'll manage to end up on a high note. Always end up and respect this, because otherwise things will be like, and you end up where it was a bit boring and the conversation was not really interesting. And the last one is, it's a long process. It has to continue to work. So there was something wrong. You understood the other. You took the time for the radio silence to work on yourself. You're together, but the work is not over. Talk to people who've been together for 80 years. They work on their marriage, on the relationship every day, every week. So it's a long process. You have to work on this a lot and constantly. That's your goal. If you feel that's the love of your life, this is where you need to put your effort. It's a lot of effort, but if it's the love of your life, it's worth it, right? So invest in working on your relationship, invest on working on yourself. So these were the 9 professional techniques, I'd say, things that we use constantly with our clients. If you have any doubt, if you feel you need to speak with someone and a bit like lost in translation, please don't hesitate to call me. There are links at the bottom of the video. If you're watching on a mobile, there's a little arrow and to see the description where you have all the links. It's totally free. I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you and bounce ideas on how we could help together working on your relationship and getting back with your ex. Bye.